The Graveyard Grindhouse with popcorn and jalapenos. Thursday, October 17th at MCA Denver. It's Halloween season, fellas. It's creepy season.
Yeah.
Hey, I got Nate and Blake from Popcorn and Jalapenos in here with me. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, man? It's been a long time.
Yeah. It's always good. So, first of all, how are you guys? What's up, man? With Popcorn and Jalapenos, what's up?
You want the short answer or you want the long answer? You know what I mean? We're good, man. It's just really dope to continue to put out stuff and people still mess with us even though, our output is inconsistent.
No.
So it's always nice for people to still want to show up for the things that we do. So we're blessed.
Yeah, our last movie night, our last movie night was our last Halloween movie night. It was the Industrial Horror Complex.
Nice. That was, what year was that?
It was last year. It was last Halloween.
Yeah,
man, time flies.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy. So tell the people out there listening, man, who are you guys? What is Popcorn and Jalapenos?
Existential question.
Yeah. I guess the short answer is two black guys that got spicy takes on movies.
Like it.
Pretty much. We started our podcast back in, 2019. Us, the movie Us, the Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah, that was our first episode.
Inspired us to start our podcast. And so, we were, always at parties or functions, and we would always end up in like a corner talking about movies.
Yeah.
And then folks kind of gather around us while we're talking about it. And that happened enough times where people are like, y'all should start a podcast. And we're like, that's hilarious. We're not going to do that.
Yeah. We denied it for a long time. And then we're like, all right, let's actually do this. And it was cheap to get stuff online. And then kind of just snowballed into what it was.
It happened also at a time that people weren't embarrassed to have podcasts.
Podcast wasn't a dirty word back then.
We weren't just two dudes with a mic, so
thought daughter podcast son.
So we recorded every week for 53 weeks. We had 53 episodes.
Yeah, 53 episodes. We actually had one of our first episodes was like a 2-hour, 3-hour Halloween episode where we just talked horror movies and
just chopping it.
Yeah, just chopping it up.
Yeah, and then the that thing that happened in 2020.
That thing that will not be named.
Yeah,
kind of we put an end to it, but it kind of forced us to put a pause on it. And but ever since then, we've just been really focusing on building community and doing stuff in real life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We started doing the you remember Netflix parties?
Yep.
Started hosting virtual movie nights just so we could kind of get people together. Yeah, what a time.
Everybody just hanging out on Zoom watching the same movie.
Yeah.
It's just kind of wild to think about doing that now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we did, I think we did about a dozen of those.
Yeah, we did a lot. I can't remember how many we did.
A whole lot of those. And then once we were able to actually meet up again in person, and that's when we did our first movie night. Where we showed Cabin in the Woods.
Nice.
In a barn.
No,
nowhere.
I think we did that before COVID.
Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah, we did Cabin in the Woods before.
That was pre-COVID?
That was pre-COVID. That was our first movie night.
All those years are 1 year.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
It's okay.
That was, and then when we came back, we did the Akira drive-in movie night. Yeah.
That was wild.
That was an undertaking. That was probably the most difficult one to pull off by far.
Yeah, man. We found a building with a parking lot and then draped a massive screen off the side of the building. And in our heads, we're like, yo, this is easy. All we have to do is just get a couple of bungee cords and a little bit of rope and just throw it over. No, that was the hardest part.
Yeah. History repeats itself because I had a surgery the day before movie night. So we had to climb up on top of the roof and I had one arm because I had had surgery on my wrist and had to climb on top, shoot off fireworks and announce the event and stuff.
We had pyrotechnics.
Yeah, we had pyrotechnics.
We had some pyro going on there. So yeah, man. So our biggest focus now is, quality over quantity.
For sure.
We don't do a whole lot. This is the first movie night we've done this year. We'll probably be the only one we do this year. And honestly, it's just a great opportunity to partner with, in my opinion, the best museum in the city with the Museum of Contemporary Art. That's no disrespect to the Denver Art Museum. They just have MCA is going to remain the best until that day.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy to think that, two dudes that, just decided to talk about movies can kind of be put into these spaces. You know what I mean?
And it's crazy that people still really want to mess with us like that.
Yeah. It's love, man. Like you guys have built a community and like I don't want to say a following because it's more just like a family. You know what I mean? When you say
No,
Popcorn
facts.
Jalapeños, people just know what the vibe is.
Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
and that's what we grew like while we were recording. We would always have just our friends would be our guests. You
Yeah.
know, we weren't, cashing in favors or getting anybody that had any type of clout to come on the show. We're just like, do we like you as a human being?
Yeah,
come on
for
the show.
sure.
Let's talk. Let's chop it up.
Come talk about movies.
Let's
That's
talk
dope,
about movies.
man.
Get roasted a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get off these crazy takes that might get us canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like we started because like a lot of the time like I feel like we both have like very distinct taste in movies,
Mhm.
and I feel like a lot of the stuff that we watch a lot of people don't generally watch.
Got
So
it.
like we kind of wanted to like get everybody into like the same sphere and just like watch more things that they generally like wouldn't watch.
Yeah, I mean, look, people were coming to us for our opinion on movies before we even had a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I wouldn't say that we're necessarily film snobs in that regard. It's one of those things where, if you just do a little bit more digging as far as like your filmography, you're gonna find some gems
Yeah.
without coming off as like some film Twitter bro type.
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you guys are knowledgeable about it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. Which
like
brings us to today.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the event, man. It's coming up. Graveyard Grindhouse at MCA. What's up?
We have a thing with alliteration.
yeah, no.
Graveyard-
It sounds nice. It works.
Yeah, man. So the MCA reached out to us earlier this year and wanted to partner with us to do a movie night. So next week, in 2 weeks. Not
Yeah,
next week, 2 weeks.
17th.
The 17th. It's on a Thursday. We're going to be hosting a movie night at the historic Holiday Theater
Nice.
over off 32nd Street. It's right down the street from North High School. You can actually park in that parking lot and come on over.
Nice.
And the doors open at 5. And in the lobby, they have this beautiful lobby right up front. We're gonna have a few individuals there to kind of add to the vibe. So we're gonna have those aura photographers.
Yeah.
They take your photo and it shows like your aura.
Yeah,
If
that's
it's like green or
it's
yellow
very
or whatever.
interesting. I've always
I
wanted
haven't
to do
actually
that.
I haven't had my aura taken
Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
I've seen a bunch of
just-
people. I've seen a bunch of people like post them getting like
Yeah.
their aura photography
I wonder what my
pictures
aura is.
done. And I wonder what color it is. I don't know.
Red. Just
Black, just darkness.
Yeah. And so we'll have like an aura photographer. We'll have an individual there to read your fortune.
nice.
And then we might have a couple of other like hidden surprises there. In addition to It's a Bodega.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
shout out
always
to them.
our concession
They have
stand.
consistently been our concession stand for pretty much every
They
single
got the
movie that we've
delicious, man.
Yes.
They had like a Japanese green tea gummy or something. And I'm like,
Oh
bro,
yeah, the gummies they have are insane.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Man. So they'll be set up there. And then we'll have some specialty drinks. There's a bar there. And then everything starts at 6. So we're going to be showing 2 films. And what movies are we showing, Nick?
We're showing Don't Breathe, and we're for the first movie, and then the second movie we're showing the Evil Dead remake.
Mm.
Mhm.
These
So-
are terrifying.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
both very,
yeah.
very, and so this is a little timely without like, we didn't plan on this, but we knew
It kind of
that-
like
yeah, we
materialized.
knew that both movies had to like deal with each other in some way, shape, or form, whether it was like overtly or subvertly.
Mhm.
And then we were at the Metal Arc with our homeboy Jack. Shout out to Jack. And he was like, "Well, how about you guys show Don't Breathe and the Evil Dead remake because they're both directed by Fede Alvarez,
Yeah.
who just made the new Alien movie.
Yeah.
He made Alien Romulus. So we're like, okay, cool. We can do a little SEO,
Tie it all
Yeah.
in together.
tie it all together. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
put a
we're-
bow on it.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about that, and this is an amazing opportunity to be given the reins by MCA to like come up with it. They didn't like rein us in.
Right.
They didn't
Yeah,
box us in.
they're letting us do our own thing. They like wanted us to like they wanted us to have an event.
That's fire.
To do our thing because they know that we always kind of we bring things a little bit different.
Yeah, like we've hosted an event for them a while ago. It wasn't our event, but this is the first time like they've reached out to us to have our own event with
Right.
MCA. So like it's tight.
That's so fire, man. So one more time, just let them know the name of the event, the venue, the time, all the goodies.
Graveyard Grindhouse.
And it is it is October 17th
6 p.m.
at 5 p.m.
Oh yeah, 5 p.m. doors open.
Yes, the Graveyard Grindhouse at the Holiday Theater at 5 p.m.
Nice, nice. My guys, Blake, Nate, Popcorn and Jalapeños, man. How can people find you guys?
Oh snap! I don't want people to
He's like, don't
Yeah.
find you.
our Instagram is the most where we stay the most active.
Yeah.
So you can find it at Popcorn and Jalapeños Pod on Instagram.
Yep.
Nice, nice. My guys, always a pleasure, bro.
Hey, thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you,
Yes,
baby.
sir.